to my YouTube channel. Marie here from Just Live Your Thoughts. In today's video, guys, I'm going to talk about and share with you my 2-week wait symptoms. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this video is all in relation to pregnancy. So if you are not interested in this video, just wait for my next vlog or my next video. Before we move on, guys, I just want to apologize because you will definitely hear background noises, cars going by, motorbikes honking their horns because the windows are wide open. So yeah, just kindly disregard the background noise that you'll hear. But to be honest, guys, I wanted to do this video. I wanted to film this video and share it with you guys because I know that there are a lot of women out there who are trying or who have been trying to conceive for a few months, for a few years, for a few days. And we are only human, we cannot help but symptom spot. Me and Marco, we decided to get pregnant in April and I got pregnant by June. So we were very fortunate. And within the 2 months, I guess, yeah, the 2 months that I experienced a 2-week wait, I definitely felt anxiety and it made me really anxious to not know if I would be pregnant or not. If you guys don't know what a 2-week wait is, I am going to tell you. I'm not an expert in this. I'm just going to explain to you guys based on my research, based on everything I've been reading back then. So the 2-week wait is the 2-week wait. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. It's a 2-week wait after your ovulation week or your ovulation period. After you ovulate, there is a 2-week wait to know if you're gonna get your menstruation or your period or if you are pregnant. Now, if you're not trying to conceive, this is something that we usually don't notice or that we usually don't look out for. But if you are trying to conceive or have been trying to conceive, the 2-week wait is definitely a period that you cannot help but symptom spot. And also take note that every woman's body is different. Just because I'm going to share with you my symptoms, it doesn't mean that you should be feeling the same. But I wanted to share this with you guys just so that you have an idea of what you could feel. But here's the thing, guys, the hard part about this is some of the symptoms that I felt were definitely the same symptoms that I felt when I was gonna get my period back then. So the 2-week wait can drive you crazy, or it drove me crazy because there were times that I felt a symptom and I'm like, oh my goodness, no, I'm gonna get my period. No, I don't want to get my period. So if you guys are new to my channel, I am currently 15 weeks pregnant, and if you want to keep up with my vlogs and my videos, go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell just so that you're notified once I upload another vlog or video. Now, since the 2-week wait includes, of course, 14 days, we are going to go through it daily. Yes, I was able to write down all of my symptoms on my phone because I wanted to do this video. I knew that I was going to do this video in the future. So we are gonna go through it daily. We're gonna go through the days by 1 DPO, 2 DPO, 3 DPO until we reach the 14th DPO. And when I say DPO, this is days past ovulation. So if you guys don't have any questions, let's get started. So 1 DPO, guys, so obviously this is the day, like the next day after you ovulate. So don't look out for any symptom. I would say just, you know, just go with the flow. Don't think about it because I believe that we were in the middle of the 2-week wait when I felt that there were changes in my body. Well, let's start off with the first DPO. I don't know if this was part of it. I just wrote down what I felt. But on the first DPO, I had clear discharge, and I'm sorry if this is TMI or too much information, but you know, we're all women here, so I'm pretty sure you do understand. First DPO, I had a clear discharge and I had twinges in my lower abdomen and I had a sharp pain on my right side. But it wasn't like a constant pain, it was just like, let's say 15 seconds of a twinge on my right side. And I remember that day because me and Marco were on the sofa and we were watching Netflix, something on Netflix, and I felt the twinge and I'm like, oh my god, something's happening. But you know, we can't really know because it could have been something else, I guess. Maybe it was just my mind, but definitely I don't think that on the first DPO you would immediately feel that you're pregnant. Second DPO, guys, I had small discharge. Sorry, too much information again, but my discharge was gummy and thick. On my third DPO, I had a slight cramp and I felt bloated on this day. Fourth DPO, I had a tight feeling in my lower abdomen. It was kind of like a tight feeling. I mean, how else do you explain it? Maybe like not cramping, but it was more like something like was kind of like tightening your abdomen. And I had a white discharge and a lower backache. On my 5th DPO, I was moody and I had a slight cramp on my right side. Moody, I guess you guys can see, this is the same like symptom if you were to get, you know, your period or something. On my 6th DPO, I had a light cramp and lower back ache at night, question mark, because I don't quite remember, but I think I kind of woke up on that night and I felt a lower back ache. I had runny nose in the morning, but just in the morning. I had a left side back ache. I had sudden thirst and I felt gassy after dinner. So on my 6th DPO, I felt a lot of symptoms. Even just the smallest symptom, I would write it down like, oh my God, I feel gassy today. So I would write it down because, you know, it could have been something. So yes, on my 6th DPO, I felt a lot more. On my 7th DPO, I had cramps on my left side and my discharge was white. On my 8th DPO, I had breast tenderness. I felt exhausted and I had a slight headache and I felt dizzy. So this is the time when I kind of felt, oh no, I'm gonna get my period, because usually before I get my period, I would feel breast tenderness. It's completely normal to feel this, and exhaustion. So these were definitely symptoms of of me getting my period as well. On 9th DPO, I had slight breast tenderness. So on this 9th DPO, guys, that's the only thing I felt. I only felt slight breast tenderness. I didn't have any discharge in that day. You know, when I write down that I only had slight breast tenderness, meaning to say that I didn't have anything else. I didn't have any discharge, I didn't have any headaches, so just slight breast tenderness. On my 10th DPO, my breast tenderness went away. So I'm kind of like, okay, why did you go away? Usually it would stay there, but it kind of went away. And I felt that my PMS was coming. So usually my breast tenderness would come and then it would go and then I would get my period. So I was sure that I was going to get my period on that day. On my 11th DPO, I had a slight cramp, question mark. So question mark meaning to say I don't know if it was a cramp or maybe it was gas. On my 12th DPO, guys, I woke up with a horrible cramp for 10 minutes. I remember this morning because I just woke up and I was like literally scrunching like this in pain because I had a cramp. I remember it was on my bottom right, if I can remember well, and I had a slight cramp throughout the day. So that the horrible cramp only lasted for 10 minutes in the morning, and then I had a slight cramp throughout the day. I had a small amount of yellow discharge only when I wiped, and my breasts were sore and swollen looking, and I couldn't sleep at night. So when I say my breasts were sore, when my breasts were sore, so when I say my breasts were sore and my breasts were swollen looking, like you can really tell. I mean, you can tell when your breasts are swollen looking. The only thing here is when I usually get my period or a few days before I get my period, of course my breasts would become sore and they would look swollen. But this time on the 12th DPO, there was something up. Like there was definitely something, because they looked more swollen than before. I couldn't sleep at night. So I remember this day because it wasn't hot. It's not because I couldn't sleep because it was hot or anything, but I just couldn't sleep. And I remember this night because Marco couldn't even sleep as well. There was something going on. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, we both couldn't sleep on this night. On the 13th DPO, guys, which is the last day of waiting, I had a slight cramp. My breasts were sore, still sore. My areola were swollen, and I can see Montgomery glands on my boobies, on my areola. So I think this is the DPO that really gave it away for me. I knew that I was pregnant because my areola just wouldn't, it just wouldn't swell up so much. It wouldn't be so swollen, and I wouldn't have so much Montgomery glands. So if you guys don't know what Montgomery glands are, those are just like little dots around your areola. And I searched it, of course, and it was definitely a symptom of being pregnant. I knew that I was pregnant, or I knew that there was something up, because I would never get this symptom when I was gonna get my period. My areolas would never swell so much. And then on my 14th DPO, I didn't even symptom spot. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go test now. And sure enough, guys, I was pregnant. Like, I can definitely see 2 lines right away. I didn't have to go like this. Like, is it 2 lines? Is it not 2 lines? So yes, on my 14th DPO, guys, it was there. So going back to our 12th DPO, I'm pretty sure that this is when, I don't know guys, but for me, I feel that this is when I had a horrible cramp for 10 minutes, and I feel that that could have been when little baby here implanted itself onto me and said, I'm sticking. So I feel that that was a time that I had my implantation. Now, I could be wrong, it could be something else, but some people actually experience bleeding or slight spotting when, you know, this little baby or fetus implants onto you. So I didn't experience any of that. I didn't experience any spotting, any bleeding. For me, I definitely felt that I was gonna get my period until I reached 12th DPO and 13th DPO. As I mentioned, guys, our symptoms are all different, okay? I just wanted to share with you just so that you have an idea of what you could feel. And it is a bit tricky because, you know, starting from, let's say, the 1st DPO till the 11th DPO, these symptoms were the same symptoms I usually felt when I had, or when I was gonna get my period. And I know that there are a lot of women out there that actually do pregnancy tests right away. Like they start doing pregnancy tests like on their 5th DPO, 7th DPO, like so early on, because, you know, they just can't wait for the 2-week. And I don't blame you, because the 2-week wait is definitely a hard thing to get through, especially if you are wanting to really get pregnant. And it's just, it feels like a whole year, to be honest, this 2-week wait. And I'm very fortunate that I only had to go through it, I guess, twice. And I got my big fat positive. Now, if there were any tips that I can give out to you, I don't know if I, you know, should be giving any tip. I think the #1 tip would be try not to stress about it, because stress adds a big factor when you try to conceive. And I know that it's easy to say, you know, try not to stress about it, because we want it so bad that we want that big fat positive. And when we don't get that positive, we, you know, it's just a bummer, you know? We get really, really depressed about it. So try not to stress about it, because stress adds, you know, a negative thing to your body. You wanna try to be stress-free when you're trying to conceive. I remember when me and Marco, we were trying to conceive for like this month of May, and he would play his PlayStation, and I knew that he gets stressed out when he plays his PlayStation, this Call of Duty thing, because I can hear him. So each time he plays it, or each time he played the Call of Duty in May, I told him, don't stress, huh? Don't stress. I can hear you stressing. If I hear you stressing, you have to turn this off. So really told each other that we can't stress about this. We can't stress about anything else, because we badly want this. Like, we have to control our body. I know it's easy for me to say this, but yeah, that would be my only tip. Try not to stress about it. Try not to think about it. You can symptom spot. Don't worry, I feel you. I know what you're going through. Each symptom, trust me guys, each symptom I felt cramp. Oh my goodness. Okay, cramp on left side. Could I be pregnant? Everything that I felt, every symptom I felt, I researched it, and I don't blame myself, and I don't blame you for doing it as well, because we are only human. We just want to make sure that what we are, you know, feeling leads to a positive. I will sprinkle you all with some baby dust, and I hope you guys get your big fat positives soon as well. And that is it for our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the below and let me know. I will be more than happy to answer them. Also, just a reminder, if you want to keep up with me and my vlogs and videos, go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and also that notification bell, just so that you're notified once I upload another vid. It's been a great video once again, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.